see me have to work. You see me.
Guess who's presenting?
Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
You need that fear.
All I'm trying to do is make a stand for something that I truly believe is right. I truly believe is right. I want to be like you. Come on, man. I'm the face of boxing. I'm the cash cow. I hold the record for pay-per-view.
My drop, I know my drop, I know my situation. I want to fight. That's my production. Check it, you know. But it's gonna be very difficult for both of us.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another spontaneous edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It's 12 in the afternoon. We're bringing you your lunch special with some more heavyweight action. We got heavyweights Bryant Jennings. You know Bryant. We had him here on the show in lead up to his big fight. Well, not big fight, but his last fight. And he'll be taking on Sascha. What's Sasha's real name here?
Sascha is a Russian, but it means Alexander. Same thing. It's just Russian for Alexander. So
Okay, so it's Alexander Dimitrenko.
Yeah, Sascha.
That makes no sense.
It's a Russian thing. Come on.
So that's what we're going to be talking about. We're going to talk a little bit about Bryant Jennings, the American heavyweight, who's going to be taking on Sascha, Alexander.
Sascha Dimitrenko.
Yeah, Alexander Dimitrenko.
I've always wanted to go to Russia. Always.
Really?
Yeah, man. It's been a freaking dream of mine.
I will stay in Dreamland and stay away from Russia. But Bryant Jennings is doing just like me. He doesn't have to go all the way to Russia because Alexander Sascha Dimitrenko, who's 41-3 with 26 KOs, is not the A side. He's the B side, but he will be challenging for the WBO International Heavyweight title. Right now, you're asking yourself, wait, Ness, I remember you saying that only top-ranked fighters are always highly ranked in the WBO. Yes, I'm fucking right. There it is.
Top rank. He just recently signed to Top Rank, right?
Yeah, he's got this is about his third fight or second fight now with Top Rank. This card is being promoted with Top Rank, and guess what, Doomy?
What up?
Doomy didn't want his official intro, but that's cool. That shows that he's not ego-driven. But Bob Arum and Top Rank Promotions are trying to revitalize, guess where?
Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah, you got the article. Atlantic City.
Atlantic City.
They're going to be taking this 12-round main event to Ocean's Resort Casino. I never even heard of Ocean's Resort. That's new because it is brand new. First day opening for the property will be June 28th.
State of the art.
Mañana. But I've been here before, Doomy. I don't know if you remember, but Darren Barker, he was signed to Matchroom a couple of years ago, and he was a Matchroom Eddie Hearn fighter. He fought. Who did Darren Barker fight here? Who did you fight, Darren? You won your title. It was an IBF title. He beat somebody, whatever. He beat somebody in Atlantic City in one of the new casinos that went bankrupt in Atlantic Cities back then. Remember the new one? I think Kim Kardashian went down there for a little bit, and then it got bankrupt.
Yeah, no, Atlantic City was doing really bad, actually. They were going through a real economic crisis down there and stuff with all the businesses shutting down. And some people actually picketed some of the casinos. So yeah, it was
Before we get into the fight, I mean, what does Atlantic City have to do? Because I was just in Vegas, and it's funny, a few of my Lyft and Uber drivers right away, when I tell them I'm from Jersey, they're like, oh yeah, so how's it going? I hear they're trying to revitalize or bring back. I'm like, what? Atlantic City will never be Vegas because we don't have the heat. We have 4 seasons. It's freezing down there in the winter, and the summer isn't long enough. But in your opinion, what do Atlantic City and what can boxing promoters do? Because obviously Bob Arum is investing his money. I mean, all promoters retreated from Atlantic City a long time ago.
I can start by saying, let's not forget where the history in Atlantic City, great boxing history in Atlantic City. So, I mean, I know we're never going to be Vegas, but we were always
we had heavy draws like Arturo Gatti down there, bringing attractions for sure.
I mean, if you go even to the Mike Tyson days, in those days, in all weight divisions, you know, there was plenty of boxing action in Atlantic City.
Both know a mutual friend, Jersey boy Glenn Tapia, was doing really well in Atlantic City on his come up. He was assigned to Pat Lynch, or I might be saying that wrong, but I know it's Pat or Lynch, one of the two, or both. And yeah, they had him in that Atlantic City area, bringing him up the way they did Arturo Gatti. And that's how you know who the manager is, because he's the same manager that was the manager of Arturo Gatti, I believe, is who Glenn Tapia eventually had before, you know, everything.
Yeah, so Atlantic City, I mean, it really just has to know how to promote the fights and really get the town buzzing. But I can see Atlantic City revitalized in a sense with boxing, as boxing has been a part of the city for a long time. So, I mean, I definitely go check it out. I'm in Jersey, so.
I mean, for Bryant Jennings, this is beautiful. He lives in Philadelphia, born and raised. This is Atlantic City. I mean, this is a couple of miles away over. His fans could go there. Tickets are priced reasonable as hell. I mean, we're talking about ringside at $127. Then you got $77 tickets, $52, and as low as $37 tickets, including facility fees. So that's amazing. Tickets go on sale Friday, June 29th at 10 a.m. And tickets will be available at the Ovation Hall box office online. At the Ovation Hall box office in the Resorts Casino, Ocean Resorts Casino, and also at Ticketmaster.com on all Ticketmaster outlets, or by phone at 1-800-745-3000. Now, I mean, what do you think about the matchup? Have you ever seen Sascha?
Yeah, I mean, Sascha's a tough fighter. He's gritty. I'm not gonna say that he's a pure boxer or anything like that, anything fancy, but he's had some good wins, and he's lost to some high level competition. He lost to Joseph Parker. I mean, he got KO'd, but he lost to a top level guy, and he hasn't really lost too much.
In the third round. And
I mean,
you get out twice. Sascha has, hailing from Germany.
You get KO'd. I mean, look, you're in the heavyweight division.
Birthplace is Russia. He's living in Germany. Oops.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go in on Dimitrenko. You know, this is the heavyweight division, and you could get really mollywopped. And like Joseph Parker, you get hit early in the rounds, cold. You're gonna go down.
Yeah, but I don't think we ever thought that Joseph had any devastating power. I mean, we seen that he couldn't knock out Andy Ruiz Jr. or really hurt Andy Ruiz, and he didn't really do anything to Joseph to Huey Fury or Anthony Joshua. So, like, how good is this knockout of Derevchenko? How good is Derevchenko's chin?
I mean, he's been knocked out. He's been knocked out by Cooper Polev too. So, that's another knockout that he's. I'm sorry.
I said Pulev's a decent puncher.
He's a decent puncher, right? But is Bryant Jennings that puncher? Does Bryant Jennings have the power of a Cooper Pulev and
Jennings did not show that power in a lot of his heavyweight fights. I mean, with Joey Dewelko, who's probably the most out of shape heavyweight that he's gonna fight, and I mean that not in an offensive way. Like, the body structure of Joey Dewelko is probably, the lowest or closest to the totem on the low spectrum. You feel me? Everyone else, and he didn't knock that guy out. You know what I mean? He couldn't knock out Luis Ortiz. He definitely didn't knock out Vladimir Klitschko, and he went split decision with Mike Perez, where he got the win, but Mike Perez was like a cruiserweight.
I mean, let's just say it. Brian Jennings doesn't have too many knockouts.
Well, he did get a last round TKO over Arthur Spielka.
TKOs, yeah. No, I mean punching power.
That was a long time ago.
I mean like knockout power. We're talking about knockout power, KO, not technical knockouts. I see him maybe stopping a guy like Sascha.
Really?
Yeah, I think I really do.
I mean, I can see that only because I've watched Sascha. I don't really like the way that he fights in terms like I don't like his defense, but
I'm just gonna go with the notion that Bryant's just a better boxer. You know what I mean? Coming out of Philly, I know the styles that come out of there, and I just think he's gonna be a better boxer that night. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know what type of power Dimitrenko is gonna be bringing that night. Might change the whole night for Bryant. So.
Well, for Bryant, I mean, it's a good step in the right direction. Dimitrenko is 6'7", so if he could get a win over him, he's preparing himself for the bigger fights in the division. Maybe even lining himself up for a Tyson Fury fight. Maybe Bob could get him a Tyson Fury fight. You know, not that he could win it, right? But he has $1 and a dream. Bob is the promoter. He makes it happen. And for Tyson, it's an American tune-up because he's looking for 3 tune-ups before the big one, right?
Yeah, I'd go for the fight, but I think they're trying to keep Tyson. You know, I don't think he's gonna touch American soil yet, or you think that Bryant goes out there?
No, I mean, listen. He may not touch American soil, but that's the thing for Bryant Jennings in Top Rank. That's the biggest fight they could get Jennings, and it's the safest fight. Out of all the top heavyweights, who hits the lightest? Tyson Fury. If you're gonna fucking cash out Bryant Jennings or send them to another country or give him a big fight, that's the most winnable fight. I mean, for God's sake, Steve U.S. Cunningham dropped Tyson Fury, and he's a career cruiserweight. So Bryant Jennings at least could say, hey, my Philly brethren did that. He's not a real heavyweight. I am. And motivate himself. Again, I'm not saying that he wins, but as a promoter, you got in your guy the biggest fight. And as Frank Warren, Tyson Fury's promoter, you're like, okay, this is a good name, an American name. He shared the ring with Vladimir Klitschko. He shared the ring with Luis Ortiz. And he's American. This is perfect as a tune-up. And he's smaller than my guy. And he can't punch. Tyson, get in there.
Nah, I don't think they sleep on Bryant that much though, because I mean, I honestly don't think they're gonna put Fury in with a guy like Jennings next. I think they're still gonna feed him some more guppies.
Wow. So you think Jennings at this point, coming off a 12-round unanimous decision win over Joey DeWelko, could possibly cause an upset over Tyson Fury because of the almost 2-year layoff?
I can't even. I didn't catch the Joey DeWelko fight. So I can't.
But you did catch the Tyson Fury last fight. I mean, he was on his toes. He looked good. He was having fun. It doesn't look like he lost a beat to me.
All right, so Bryant Jennings versus what was the guy that he fought? Slips my mind. That Fury fought.
Oh my God, Safada.
Safada.
No, I would give Jennings the win over Safada.
Exactly. So it's like
I wouldn't give Jennings the win over Fury. It's not that Fury, not the Fury that beat Safada.
I don't know.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah, nah. Tyson Fury, look, he did what he had to do, but he didn't.
Because I seen combination punching, I seen a lot of jabs, I seen him on his toes, I seen him moving, and I seen him not get.
I seen a guy confident that he knew that he could beat the other guy's ass. That's what I saw.
Agreed. But
I didn't see nothing super impressive.
Confident without skills.
Yeah, of course. No, he's confident because he had the overall super advantage all across the board, and he knew he was going to kick ass, and he's having fun. He's back in the ring. He was feeling himself. It was all good. But I'm not going to sit here and say that Bryant Jennings is not going to not going to beat a Tyson Fury that looks like it now. It'd be a dangerous fight for Tyson right now.
Wow. I don't know. I don't know if it'd be dangerous for Tyson right now, man. I really wish you know what? Let's go out to the phone lines. We're going to go out to our sponsors. Obviously, we want to thank everyone that continues to support TBV. Head on over to patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. Become a Patreon. It's quite simple, you know, and guess what? It's easy to do. So
hit that thumbs up. It's like 32 watching, 14.
Oh, wait a minute. Am I doing something wrong here? Uh-oh.
What happened?
Let's see what is going on here. Oh, no, I'm on the right one. Okay.
Basil. Basil Lomachenko. That shit cracks me up.
Yeah. So, all right. So we're going to go out to the sponsors and then we'll get to our calls. You know, the number to call in is 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time to voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. You could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype and be part of the conversation. We must be friends to be part of the conversation. So remember to add or send a friend request.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us. These calls are brought to you by elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Going out to Ohio, Jay Will, what up?
If you know like I know, you should lie low. I used to get it in Ohio.
Man, I'm a good show, fellas. Good show, man. I'm at the office right now, man, trying to sneak on this phone call, man. Another good show earlier. I just wasn't able to talk, but yo, man, this is about to be silly, man. The boy, man. Well, no, I'll take that back. I think your boy Cummins might have a chance. I think he's going to be the better athlete if he gets the chance, but like my man just said, he's going to get a couple of guppies first. I'm talking about Tyson Fury. He's going to get at least one more guppy. I would say, if I was a bet, man, I would say 2 guppies. Then he's going to get in there with a Bryant Jennings or somebody like that. But, man, they're not in any rush to I mean, that's a big risk to me, putting him there with Jennings. And plus, you know, that would mess up a payday with Deontay Wilder or possibly with Anthony Joshua if he's trying to cash out, too. So, nah, he's going to find another bum or two, and that's it, man. But man, let's keep it up, man. Again, the show last night with Deontay Wilder calling in, bro. Fire, man. It's fire, man, bro. You know what, man? I'm gonna have to become. I wish I could be Boomerang, but I think there's no more Boomerangs. But I'm gonna have to think of something to get, man, because you've been doing your damn thing, man. That's my call.
Appreciate it, brother. Don't worry, man. I will open up a spot for you, bro. You're a long-time listener, man. You've been rocking out with us for a while. If you want to be a Boomerang, that is not an issue for us. We're going to wrap this one up, bringing you another little report. You know, it sucks, man. Look. You know, we're going to talk about this episode. American fighters get no love. We did a show yesterday on Berto and Devin Alexander. Measly numbers. Poor Bryant Jennings, measly numbers. Like, what's up? Like, where's the love? It's true what's being said by Crawford and Andre Ward. Like, do black men have to act out? Do they have to become the fucking class clown or the moron, the idiot in order to fucking get popular? This is bullshit. Like, Jennings is taking on a 6'7" dude. He could lose. You know, I see people in the chat talking about, oh, this might be a cash out. Jennings could be on his way out. And there's barely anyone even paying attention. Like, and it's going to happen in fucking dead ass AC. It's like, you know, this is bullshit, man. This is a sport I love, you know? So tell a friend to fucking tell a friend. We're live talking Jennings and let them join in on part of the conversation, or at least let them tune in on August 18th. It's going to be on ESPN.
It's in Jersey.
ESPN is doing all they can do to bring boxing back. Fucking Bob is willing to buy, you know, fights that don't even have top-ranked fighters. So, I mean, come on, man. I was behind PBC on Free TV. I'm behind Top Rank on ESPN. I'm behind boxing, period. And fight competition, that's the answer, Georgie. Okay, but what you telling me? This is not on that level? Like Bryant Jennings versus Dimitrenko is not on this. Is not a good fight. This is a mismatch to you.
This is a good fight. He talks.
Bryant Jennings got 19 amateur fights, Doomsday, and he turned pro. He's a fucking boiler room mechanic and turned pro. Like,
my kind of guy.
This is a good fighter right here, taking on probably a declarated amateur in Dimitrenko. I'm pretty sure Mr. Boxing Today is in the chat. You should call in and let us know a little background history. I know you know all about Dimitrenko, who really doesn't have any fucking solid wins, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? All he has is solid losses.
Yeah, Reese, shout out to Reese Jr. He's been training really hard. He's doing real good, actually.
You know, I mean, this guy's got Michael Sprott on his record. It's like, whoa. And he lost to Eddie Chambers, who was a cruiserweight. So it's like, whoa. You know, and Pulev is another, like, to me, Pulev is a bad loss. Pulev is a little slick motherfucker. Pulev is just as slick, but not as slick as Povetkin, right? Like, Povetkin always manages to avoid the difficult fight and gets the one that he wants. And Pulev is the same fucking way. He always pulling out of shit. Like, he is. He always pulling out. Something's happening.
Pulev is always pulling
out.
out.
The last time Pulev had a tough fight was versus Vladimir Klitschko. This dude was fighting Samuel Peters the other day. Like, the other day. That's not even cool that he was fighting him the other day. So, you know what I mean? This is a decent heavyweight fight. Because Bryant Jennings could be doing that. He could be fighting fucking Safada on TV.
Word.
Shout out to Tyson Fury, which I can't hate on because, like, yo, he fought Safada on TV and fucked around and almost got like 800,000 is the rumor, according to Frank Warren. That is...
I mean, the undercard looking good too. That's, I don't know if you think.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about it. I mean, we might as well just at least announce it. The thing is that it's more top ranked bullshit. I'm trying not to be negative, but it's like Jesse Hart somehow has another NABF title. So he's already, again, like I keep telling you, highly ranked in the WBO. So I'm sure he'll get a rematch with Gilberto Ramirez or whatever the fuck his name is. And now he's fighting some dude. I never heard of this dude. Who's he fighting? I don't know this guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, but that's Jesse Hart's career.
Yeah.
That's his career, bro. Like, I've never heard of the guys he's fought until he fought Gilberto. And Gilberto's biggest name is fucking Jesse Hart. Like, yo, Top Rank is nasty with it, bro.
You know this fight's in Jersey. Yeah, I know my boy Shakur Stevens is gonna be on the undercard facing Carlos Ruiz. If this is going down, we gotta be there.
Oh yeah, so they got Shakur in Jersey.
Yeah, man.
That's dope. That's dope.
So this is gonna be huge. Brick City stand up.
Then he should be headlining because this makes no sense. I mean, I ain't gonna say headline. He can't take it away from Bryant Jennings, but like he should be co-main. That Jesse Hart fight, man. What is that, man? Like, what is that?
I don't know. I'm
still trying to look it up. That's how hard it is to find it, that his opponent.
Whose opponent?
Mike Gorovnatsky.
Gorovnatsky, yeah. I mean, Mike Gorovnatsky's he's a durable guy, 24-2-1, 6 feet tall, and
dude, this dude's from Tacoma. This guy, man, get out of here, bro. This guy, 32 years old, 33 ranked in the world. No name, Brian Vera. Oh my God, he got a win over Brian Vera last year. What did he do? Last year, whip-de-doo.
I mean, talk is he's a durable guy. So
yeah, well, he lost to Terriano Johnson. How durable is that? You know, he lost to fucking Deshaun Johnson too. This guy's got a thing with Johnsons.
But he yeah.
Yo, but it's like I'm saying. Now look, I'm gonna click on the motherfucking super middleweights, right? And then I'm gonna click on Jesse Hart, and then I'm gonna click on World, right? George Groves, Gilberto Ramirez, Chris Eubank Jr., Callum Smith, Jose Ustatiki, James DeGale, Jesse Hart. Now we hear Jesse Hart's name after 6 names, which is decent. That means you're top 10, right?
Yeah.
David Benavidez, Najib Mohammadi, who fought Sergey Kovalev at 175. Looks like he's moving.
So okay, Mike, we don't need to go down on this. Mike's number 33, right?
Oh yeah, but we're not gonna get all the way to Mike. The point is, why the fuck is Jesse fighting him though? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And then go through Jesse's resume. Like, he's always fought those type of guys. Look, Damon Nicholson, Thomas Awimbono,
might have been Nigerian.
Alan Campa. Andrew Hernandez, guess what? Andrew Hernandez has a draw versus the guy that Jesse Hart is gonna face next on August 18th. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Deshaun Johnson, the same guy that beat the guy that Jesse's gonna face on August 18th. So these guys have already faced the guy Jesse's facing. Like, why is Bob doing this? Why is he saving this guy? Put him in the division with the rest of the guys. Look, Mike Jimenez, Hollywood Mike from fucking Chicago, Aaron Pryor Jr. Like, yo, Jesse ain't fighting nobody but Gilberto.
I think it was just a way to just You know, I mean, get the hometown crowd behind him, get more action pumping, behind his name. I mean, who knows, right? Bob is a fucking genius over there.
I mean, I text Bob today. I was like, "Yo, you available? Let me see. Are you available to talk about this Jesse Hart shit? Because for real." And somebody in the chat on my own Nez did an interview with Bob, not even first name bet. Man, you bumped your head. Been doing interviews with Bob for fucking 10 years. Fucking skip to my Lou face. Anyway, man, let's wrap it up because, like I said, this was a little quick report. We're trying to bring you all the news, keep you up to date on your lunch breaks and all that good shit, give you a reason to check TBV and see what's out there. It's another heavyweight fight. Heavyweight fights in the heavyweight division, it's where the action is. And if Jennings get this win, it's like I said, he's lining himself up. He's already taking on a 6'7" guy. That's preparation for the rest of the 6'7" guys. And let's be honest, the way things are looking, you hear the resume of fucking Jesse Hart, so don't be surprised if you see Bryant Jennings on Deontay Wilder's resume, or Bryant Jennings on Tyson Fury's resume, or on Anthony Joshua's resume, because the right couple of wins and he's back in the top 10 rankings for sure.
Word. Gavronsky. Never. I'm gonna have to check this Gavronsky guy. I never really saw his fights.
Dude,
I just heard rumors.
Dude, don't waste time. No, seriously, like, come on. And I just don't want to see Hart struggle with this guy either. Like, finish this dude. You know what I'm saying? Don't get all sloppy and lose your balance and all crazy, because he definitely gets overexcited. He tries to put on a show for the hometown, and I get it. You know what I mean? They're going to stack this card. They're going to put as many Philly and New Jersey people on there, and that's what they're supposed to do. But, put them in with somebody. Where are the PBC haters now? Where are the Steve Kims of the world and all the Monteros and everybody that fucking used to hate on PBC for being free? Why are they not ridiculing Bob Arum and Top Rank for the shit fights that they putting on? They not. But, there's consistency with me. I ain't shit on those, and I'm not shitting on these. I'm out here reporting on this shit.
Word.
55 people listening, because that's what I do. This is the sport I love. I'm bigging it up. So big up to Bryant Jennings for taking on the test, 6'7".
Big up.
And I wish him the best. You know what I mean? But I'm your host, Nestor Gibbs. Find me on Instagram and Twitter at NestGTO. And my host.
And I guess a final thought real quick on this. My opinion. Jennings Dimitrenko, August 18th, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Jersey, stand up. Come support. Shakur Stevens is going to be on the undercard, and it's going to be a hell of a main event to me. Jennings and Dimitrenko is going to be I'm not even slightly evenly matched. It's going to be a back and forth. Nice. Who knows? Might be a knockout, TKO. Who knows? In the end, it's going to be good boxing, and it's going to be in Jersey, my hometown, home state. And you can catch me on Facebook, Alexander Lainez, or on IG, Alex _Doomsday _ LAINEZ.
Dan, Leonard Sterling thinks that Jennings versus Dimitrenko is a shit fight where Jennings will stop him within 6 rounds. Now, that is a very bold prediction, being as though I don't even think Jennings ever stops my.
I'm gonna remember that, and you're gonna get some crow time.
Crow for you. Oh, that's not the crow. Where'd the crow go?
Hit him with the crow. I'm gonna start. We got to get back in the bakery and start baking these. I gotta start baking these fucking pies. Hey, listen, from now on, I'm taking your name down. All predictions, you're all on the list.
Damn, there's only 50 some odd people. Could we get those thumbs up? I made it 27. Could we get some love? I need that Jay-Z soundbite. Where's the love?
It's all good, man.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we out. Peace.
Peace.